Okay. Sorry about that. Just setting everything up and checking some other stuff. Hello, everyone. Today we will be drawing Ms. Noel. My hair's already starting on its journey of being a difficult thing, huh? Okay, better. We fix. Alright, so today will be Miss Shirogane Noel from Hololive Fantasy. She is the last of the Hololive Fantasy girls that I need to do. And, yeah. Then we will do Miss Amelia Watson before she departs from her streaming duties on Hololive. Very unfortunate news, but, it is what it is. I wish her best. She's going on to do some fun and creative things, I'm sure. Because of the Ame way. Alright, Noel has pretty easy hair, sort of. There's some challenge to it. It's definitely asymmetric, so her crown is not, like, her little, like, headband is not centered on her head either. Oh, I'm gonna have a struggle with this one. Sorry, it's been a long day. Let's just set up our layers like we always do. I think we're gonna make armor layer. She's got a freaking mace. Right. Hoping that's something... What's going on here? Hoping that my Reddit posts and my other stuff will eventually start taking off, but we'll see. I guess I should probably be posting things on YouTube too. I always forget that you can actually do that. Alright, we're gonna go with our number 10 brush. Hardness 100%! No, that's not meant to be a joke. Gosh, she's really busty. I think I want to start with clothes. I always start with hair. I'm thinking today I want to start with clothes. Like I said, I'm always starting with hair. I think today we want to start with the clothes. Ooh, excuse me. I really don't know why I'm yawning so much. I slept pretty well last night. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I didn't even set up my symmetry line. She's super detailed. I'm a little concerned with the tabard. It might be really hard to do, but we're gonna do her best. Oh my god, please stop yawning. Do I have any? Oh, I do have pen pressure on, okay. I'm gonna just draw as best I can here. I'm gonna just draw that one and I'll do the white line and coloring. Okay, so her top is asymmetric on the top because we like to show booba. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw her shirt first, and then we'll add all the extra details. She actually has pointy shoulders. But her sleeves are kind of puffy. Oh, well, I undid it too much. That's a little too... There you go. I like that better. So right around her elbow, it starts to get puffy. It's actually right above her elbow, so I actually drew that a little too. Okay, just gonna draw it like that. I'm gonna draw these shoulder details in brown directly on the color layer because it's gonna be too difficult to get some nice fine lines on that. Alright, let's determine where her bust is, because she's quite busty. These are supposed to be chibis, and they're not supposed to be busty. She is indeed busty. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. No distractions. Oops. I'll add the belt buckles later. I don't necessarily want to make them super curvy now that I'm thinking about it. And I'm also drawing this on the wrong layer like a dum-dum. I'm just gonna lessen how curvy she is, because like I said, I don't mind them being a little curvy, but I don't want them to be super curvy. Yeah, I prefer that. I prefer that a lot. Let's make clothes too. Tabard actually goes down pretty far. So if their knees are like here-ish. Okay, I like that. Go back to clothes 1, now that we've drawn the tabard, and her skirt is super short. She's got this cape that's like a hip cape. Which almost goes down to her feet. The eraser is too big. Okay. It looks really funny looking at this without any context. Oh, her skirt is so short. Her skirt is really short. Like, it's ridiculous how short that skirt is. I'll be really delicate here. Okay, cute. Hello. Oh my god. I am not a frog. How are you, Alfonso? Eraser's still too big. How was your day, Alfonso? Oh no, you got sick? Oh, I'm sorry. You had such a long vacation, then you got sick at the end of it. That's so unfortunate. Oh no, are you gonna be able to retake your test? I hope they let you retake it. I hope you don't forget everything while you're being sick. That would be terrible. Do you think it's gonna be like 1 day sick, or are you thinking this might be like knock you out for a couple days kind of sick? Prescription. I think you're looking for the word prescription. Yeah, prescription. Don't ask me. I didn't make the English language. I just use it. Oh, I didn't want to use the eraser tool. Well, I hope you feel better. Being sick sucks. I haven't been sick in a while, thankfully. Though I have had a bit of a cough recently. Alright. What do we got here? We have clothes, clothes. She's got stockings. That's okay. You did fine. We were able to understand you. You gotta remember, we come from a Spanish-speaking, or a half of a Spanish-speaking family, so, like, people speaking broken English is not foreign to us. I mean, my grandfather only speaks Spanish now. He used to speak English pretty well, I would say, for somebody who came to America when he was... How old was he? He was... in his 30s. He came to America. And, like, it wasn't perfect English, but it was pretty good. It was passable. Very, very easy to comprehend. But now that he's gotten older, he's forgotten how to speak English. So my grandparents, they both actually, when they were... Alright, a correction. So my grandfather originally fled to Argentina, escaping communism in Spain. My grandmother's parents left Spain, and she was born in Argentina. But they are technically both from Spain. And they met in Argentina when he came over. He came over when he was a teenager. And then when communists started coming to Argentina, communism started coming to Argentina, they're like, let's get out of here. And they left when my dad was about 7. And they came to America. We'll say we're not a big fan of the communists in this channel. But yeah, that's our family story. That's why I'm saying I kind of want to go visit Argentina, because I actually have never been. And knowing that our families from half is, you know, that's where they met, and that's where I actually have cousins there. I have cousins in Spain and France as well. I'm not French, but one of my grandparents' siblings married a Frenchman, so I do have cousins over there. Uh-huh, exactly. Alright, so we have these incredibly difficult boots to draw. I don't draw armor well, I will say that. I am not an armor drawer. But we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our absolute darndest. Whoever drew her model is obviously, like, very good at drawing fantasy style things, because her armor is incredible. I'm just not good at drawing armor. I am also drawing it on somebody who is pint-sized compared to the original. So, trying to squish all of this into a pair of chibi boots is gonna be an interesting endeavor. I'm gonna have to simplify them quite a bit. Which, I don't generally like to oversimplify designs, but for the sake of this, it's gonna have to happen. Yeah, I think that's much more proportionally accurate. My weekend was pretty good. I mean, I tried continuing that drawing that I started on Saturday. Didn't get very far. But I did some more work on it. The project that my brother and I are working on is taking a long time, and I was hoping it would be done this weekend, and it's probably not going to be done this weekend, so I don't know if I'm going to do karaoke this weekend again, which sucks because I really wanted to do karaoke. But if we don't finish the project tomorrow, I'm going to have to work on it on the weekend, and that's unfortunately just how it is. Because we got to finish this project. We've been dragging on this project for a while. I'm not gonna overwork myself, don't worry about that. But it's also, it's our first cover together. It's our first cover, period. Like, neither of us have done covers before, so it's kind of just, like, we want it to be good. And I'm a super novice at, mixing music, and he's being a butt about recording his stuff. His half of the song. I've already recorded most of mine, and, he's being a little bit of a butt about recording his. He's like, oh, I wasn't feeling good today. Oh, my friend wanted to go out today. Keeps making excuses. So, I need his parts in order to finish it. I'm hoping that after this one, after I kind of, like, get a handle on how to mix and master music properly, or at least the beginning gists of it, I'm gonna try and do covers more frequently. Like, honestly, it'd be great if I could put one out once a month. It could be great if I could put one out even more frequently than once a month. Like, maybe twice, or even if I get good enough, 4 times a month would be the most ideal, but we'll see. Gotta start small first. We are not professional mixers here. But we aren't professional artists either, so we'll get there. Everything with some time and improvement. But yeah. A lot of work we gotta do. And it's funny because he's like, I want to be the one to mix the music, but he doesn't even do his recordings. Oh, this is not proportionate at all, but that's okay. Chibis are fat little stinkers. It's okay. You have a question for me. How do you feel about in fiction? Oh my god. Why would you ask me that question? That is an awful question to ask a streamer. That's an awful question to ask, period. It's definitely kind of cringy. It's cringy. It's illegal for a reason. It's an interesting question. But yeah, it's kind of gross. I don't understand where people get into that. Because it's a taboo topic, that's why. It's a topic you're not supposed to talk about. Because it's considered morally wrong. Alright, I don't like how this came out. I think I need to make those shin plates a little bit bigger. Because, like, yeah, I get it. It's kind of hard for you to understand because you've never had a sibling and you don't, like, perceive that. I get it. It makes sense. But, like, do you have, like, a friend that is your, like, absolute closest friend? And it doesn't matter what gender they are. Like, someone that you think is family. Like, that's, like, the closest you'll ever get to explaining it. The only difference is, like, you know, if you're talking about it between brother and sister, you're obviously blood, and it's really weird. But just someone you would never ever think of in that way, just, I guess that's the best way I could describe it. Ah! So that kind of doesn't work for you, I guess. You don't have any cousins or anything like that that you're close to? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a little different, obviously, because those people are, like, the ones that literally gave birth to you, but, conceptually, it's not that far off. But there are some people out there who can look at a family member and be like, yeah, most people are not like that. I guess, like, a good way to describe it would be, like, do you have, like, a character from an anime or a show? Doesn't matter if it's real or fictional, whatever. That you just, like, could never, ever look at in a lewd way? Ah. But yeah, that's another way that I could describe it, I guess. Is it if you have a character that's, like, one of your favorite characters from a show or a manga or an anime, and, like, you just see artists drawing that character in a lewd way, and you're just like, ah! I mean, being the underage is also bad, but, like, just like, I'm sure there are even characters that who are not underage that you're just probably, like, very uncomfortable seeing them in a lewd drawing. Like, let's see. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, like, a lolly. But, like, for example, would you ever really look at, like... trying to think of a holomem as an example. Yeah, exactly. Like Ina and Bibu and like Kobo. Even like Ame and like I'm trying to think. Mume. Like there are certain people. Bibu is a lolly. That's why I kind of like hesitated on her. But there are certain people and like Risu that you just like you don't perceive them as lewd, and when people draw them or like insinuate lewd scenarios about them, you're just like really uncomfortable. It makes you very uncomfortable. I'm just okay. Well, I don't watch Risu, so I can't say. But like her model is not lewd. It doesn't give lewd vibes. Not the way Marin does. But like, what else? What else is out there? Like, I gotta pull up my holo chart. Or like Rodin, Hajime, Kanada. Like, you wouldn't consider any of like most of these girls like right here. La Plus. I don't think Iroha is very lewd at all. Botan's not really lewd. Sora. Azuki, Suise. But then again, I don't watch all of them, so I couldn't say. Yeah, so like there are people that you just kind of look at and you just kind of like, this makes me uncomfortable. That's why like when the Moko Bunny picture came out, people were freaking out because like Fuawa, even with her large assets, and Mokoko are so say-so, or at least they try to be as say-so as they can. It's kind of hard when you have Narissa as a gen mate, but it's just like when it gets drawn, you're just like, I don't want to look, but I want to look in that, or at least for holomem, because like obviously they're your Oshi, but there are some that make you extremely uncomfortable when you see them in like sexy clothes. It's sort of that feeling, but take that feeling and like magnify it by like 10. Makes you very uncomfortable. That is true. That is the rule. Leave me alone. I mean, it kind of it makes sense when you think about it psychologically, why the artists get like that. Because like when you have someone like Narissa and Marin, who are always super lewd and who are at this point like expected to be lewd, there doesn't really leave much for the imagination. But when you have somebody like, you know, like Fuamoko or Iroha or Flare, she's your Oshi. But like what I'm saying is when you have characters and people like them and designs like theirs, and they're so say-so, your brain is like always gonna be imagining what would they be like if they were, you know, a little bit naughty. What would they be like if they were, you know, in a private setting? Have you watched a lot of the Hello GTA? I really haven't watched very much. But today's the last day, unfortunately. It's a lot harder for me to watch their stuff because it's in a different time zone. I mean, not so much that it's not so much on like the talent themselves. But I mean like just as a fan or even if you're an artist, imagining a character as something, you know, maybe they're secretly not say so, it kind of like it tickles your imagination. So people are like, oh, I want to draw them in a not say so way. Because they're always so say so. But what if they weren't? That's kind of the idea. Yeah, you can send me clips. Alright, this goes like this. I've been very lazy with my drawing lately. That's not good. Yeah, we say that to little kids here too. We say that to little kids here all the time. It's funny you bring that up because I was literally reading an article today. The headline was kidnapped child from 75 years ago. Kidnapped 6-year-old from 75 years ago reunited with his family. I was like, this guy lived his entire life. With a family that he knew kidnapped him. And he, like, never questioned it. Or rather, like he said, apparently he questioned it, but they never gave him answers. So he just kind of, like, went along with it. It's like, alright, something shady happened when I was a kid, but I'm not really sure what it was. And he just went about his day. I would be like, what? Apparently he had vague memories of the incident, but couldn't quite place what exactly was happening. I mean, he was only 6 for Pete's sakes. But, oh my god. If I found out that my family that I had been living with kidnapped me, I would be disgusted with them. I wouldn't want to be near them. But such is not the case here. It was a very interesting article. Yeah, that's basically kind of what happened. Essentially, this kid, he was on the West Coast, and he got kidnapped by the exact scheme that you're making fun of. The woman had candy and offered him candy, and then she kidnapped him. And then she flew him over to the East Coast and basically sold him to a rich family. And I'm just sitting here like, bro, if I had even the vaguest of memories of being kidnapped, I'd be like super sketchy. Like, you do not think it was weird that you had a mom and then suddenly you had a different mom? Like, it's one thing if it, not even like it's one thing, but it's different if it's like a baby, because a baby, yeah, he got the candy, right? Because like it's different when it's a baby, because like a baby doesn't have memories. Baby's not gonna remember things. A 6-year-old is gonna have some kind of memories of things. So it's just kind of mind-blowing what happened. That's very dark to think of it like that, but maybe you might be onto something. But it's sad because like apparently he never got to know his real mom. She passed away before they were able to find him. They only found him because of 23andMe. Listen, there's a lot of screwed up stuff in this world. You gotta learn to laugh, even if it's somewhat screwed up. Otherwise, we'll just all be sad all the time. Alright, her boots are done. That's as far as I'm going with her boots. I'm not going crazy. I'm gonna color them. Yeah, true. Did they raise you? Or you just spent a lot of time with your grandparents? Ah. Well, it happens. It's unfortunate when it does, but it happens. Okay. I also realized that I drew her boots on the wrong layer, but we're gonna ignore that and keep moving forward. Okay, see, that's a lot different. That's a lot different. Like, it sounded like you were saying that your father was like an absentee father, like he didn't want to be there. That's way different. It's unfortunate that he had to work so far away, but ah. Gotcha. Yeah, my brother and I are pretty blessed. Our parents are still together. Can't say that for a lot of my friends' parents. Actually, I would say it's probably about 50%. It's like, let's see. His parents are still married. Her parents are still married. He's not. Their parents are not. The other ones, they're married, but they really shouldn't be. Because he's basically cheating on her. I would say it's probably about 50. Alright. We have armor. Where you are, it's very high. I mean, it's become a thing now here as well. I feel like it's gotten, like, easier to do it because of social media and stuff, like, and having cell phones. Whereas, like, if you wanted to cheat on someone back in the day, it was a lot harder. You had to go through a lot more hoops. Whereas, like, nowadays you can literally just text someone and be having a freaking Snapchat affair. Which is screwed up to think about, but that is the reality of it. Emotional, physical, I do not believe in polyamory. Or, not that I don't believe in it. I don't ascribe to that life philosophy. I have found that it is a lot more fulfilling to work on those issues, but you need to find a partner who's willing to work on them. Some people are not willing to work on them or not willing to compromise, and therefore the relationship doesn't work. Nah, open relationships are not for me. Again, I'm never gonna fault somebody for wanting to be poly. But that's their life choice. And I do not ascribe to that, ideology, or I don't know how you want to put it. Like, one of my best friends is poly. And, like, it's whatever floats his boat, you know? If that's what he wants to be, that's not what he wants in his relationships, then that's what he wants. But I've always been the type who's very good at compromising. And not... You don't think poly can work, you need to have something like a community. Like a commune? Yeah, I don't think poly is... I don't know. I don't think poly is healthy in the way that, like, people seem to think it is. I feel like people use, like, oh, well, I can't get everything that I want from one partner, so I need more than one. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. But from what I've observed, there's always... like, I wouldn't say they're less likely to get hurt, but there's more of a disconnect I've noticed with poly. And they're like, oh, if you're in a poly relationship, it's more trustworthy, you know? Like, it shows how much confidence you have in your relationship and how much you trust your partner. And I'm thinking, like, the opposite. Then why do most poly relationships end? That doesn't make sense to me. If your relationships are more trustworthy, then why do they end frequently? Because people get tired of sharing. Humans are naturally jealous creatures. That's just how we are. And, like, some people say, oh, I'm just hyper romantic. And it's just like, are you? Or are you just afraid to commit to someone and actually talk about your problems? And work through it? Yeah, it can definitely lead to unhealthy tendencies, that's for sure. Like, again, I'm not part of that lifestyle choice or community, whatever you want to call it. And I would never want to be. It's just not my thing. But hey, if they can make it work, good on them. But I don't see it being long-term, in my opinion. Yeah, well, when everybody wants to be a VTuber, it's kind of hard to find an audience. I would like to think I'm pretty good at as the kids say these days, yapping. I'd rather call it just a Zatsu, or, you know, just chatting, as the Twitch topic is called. Yapping sounds like a dog to me. Like, I don't have a see, I think the other thing is, I don't have a problem with having compelling or challenging conversation. I feel like if you know how to communicate effectively, you can have compelling and challenging discussion without it being divisive. It doesn't have to get hostile. It doesn't have to get nasty. Yeah. I mean, as much as, like, you see me, like, obviously teasing my brother while we're playing games and stuff, I would like to think that I have somewhat of, like, a big sister energy, and I kind of want to give off that vibe and share that vibe because I feel that is kind of who I am at the core. I want to be someone that people can talk to and ask for advice, and I can share my not so worldly experience. But yeah, I like compelling conversation, and I think that is what people struggle with in today's world. A lot of people... Exactly. I'm not out to try and change your point of view. What I'm trying to do is trying to get you to understand mine, and I'm going to try and understand yours. We don't have to agree. But just acknowledging that what each other thinks is valid is important. And I think that's something that's really lost on a lot of the kids and the younger generation these days, because a lot of times they're so hell-bent on being right and having the last word that they don't even try to listen to the people that they're talking with. They're just talking at them. And I think that's wrong. I think that that's a very disconnected way to live your life. Aw, I'm sorry. You don't have any, like, I don't know what it's called in your country, Pepto-Bismol? Or anything like that? To help quell it? Do you have tea? Tea usually helps sometimes. Exactly. That's 100% true. I think people need to be more open to... Oh, good, you are drinking tea. People need to be more open to having, like, real conversations. I like thought-provoking and insightful conversation, and I think it needs to be something that happens more. And it doesn't have to get political, it doesn't have to get nasty. Just be open-minded. And that's what I noticed that a lot of people struggle with, and I enjoy that kind of stuff, and I think it should be more normal. There we go. I think that looks better. It's a little more flowy. I purposely avoid those topics, not because I don't want to talk about them, but because I don't want a polarized conversation in my chat. That's the only reason I don't talk about them. Because I can handle myself in a conversation and be mature and civil and not divisive. But I can't trust my chat to be like that. All it takes is one person to be like, you like Trump or you like Kamala? And then it just explodes. It doesn't matter. And I don't want that. I like good vibes, chat. So, we try to avoid those topics on purpose. It's honestly become so divisive since Trump has started on his campaign, you know, what is it now? 8 years ago. It's just, it is what it is. And I think people, they just take the polar extremes. Some because they genuinely believe what they hear, and some because they're just genuinely afraid of everything, I think, is a valid way of putting it. And it's unfortunate that it's come down to that. For me, like, I can't have a political conversation with some of my friends. I only have one person that I can really have political conversation with, and we will definitely disagree. Not on everything, but we'll disagree on a lot of things, but we can have the conversation, and that's the difference. But I also have friends who I cannot have that kind of conversation with at all. They'll just be like, ears off. Completely ears off. Yeah, I'm not asking you to understand that. Like, I mean, to be honest, half the people in this actual country don't understand what's going on, if I'm being real. But they're still allowed to vote, because that is our constitutional right. But yeah. Okay, so it's a little bit pointy there. Yeah, I don't expect you to understand American politics. Like I said, a lot of people here don't even. Also, that's a big no-no. You don't tell people how to vote. That's wrong. I don't care if you're what party you are in, for what side, doesn't matter. You don't tell people how to vote. And I think it's just rude to tell people that they're crazy too. Like, people don't deserve that. They're entitled to their opinions, whether you like it or not. She was telling you how to vote when she didn't even live in your country? That's wild. My god, Miss Noel, you have way too much detail on your tiny little body. Yeah, but that's not, like, really living in a country, in my opinion. You know? Whether or not she had a visa for your country or not, it doesn't matter. Like, that's I wouldn't consider that living in your country. Bro, out of all of the girls that I've done, the only one that has boobs right now is Marin. Flare doesn't have boobs. Peko definitely doesn't have boobs. Okayu doesn't have boobs. Korone doesn't have boobs. Fubuki doesn't. And Mio kinda has boobs. You're right, I'll adjust it later. Let me just get her base design. Flare does have boobs, but my picture of Flare does not. The one that I drew of Flare, she's not very chesty at all. And it's actually my most popular one. Though the modding one is doing pretty good. I just posted it earlier today. Oh my god. What a bully. Just absolutely bullying me. Is Narissa actually your new Oshi after we watched the concert? I am impressed that she did do that. The 21st of September marathon that she did. I am impressed by that. Because, like, her voice had to be shot. I feel like there was only one other girl who did something like that recently. Who was it who did it recently? Yeah, Kanade. She did it. I remember that. I forget what song she was singing, but I know she did it. Because I remember it popping up on my feed. I'm like, what is going on? What is this girl doing? I want to do this, this. And like that. Oh my god. Are you like my brother? Do you just hoard clips? I asked him to send me his favorite Fuamoko clips because I was gonna try and take sound bites for them to make a meme song. And he freaking sends me like 20 Fuamoko clips. And I'm like, I can't watch all of these right now. I'm on my lunch break. I only got a few minutes, like, you know, about an hour for my lunch break. And he's just like, no, you gotta watch them all. I'm like, but I gotta eat. He's like, no, you gotta watch them all. I know, but sometimes I like to actually eat my food and enjoy my food and not be staring at a screen, since I stare at a screen for most of my day at work. have to max my time. You sound like my coworker. Like, he sits there and he goes to the gym. He goes to the gym, and then he's like at the gym watching Netflix on the bike. And he just bikes for an hour, and all he does is watch Netflix. And I'm just like, what is this existence? And he'll get through two or three episodes of whatever he's watching. He doesn't watch anime at the gym because he doesn't want people to judge him. But he'll sit there and he'll watch other shows. And I'm just like, bruh. When I go to the gym, I'm lifting weights. I don't have time to be watching stuff. He's a weird one. He's a weird one. I will say that. He's a weird one. It's an octagon. It's an octagon. You watch VTubers in your job? Wait. I gotta know. What other, like, indie VTubers do you watch? I can't be the only one. I don't know these people. Well, I know Randon. But I'm curious what this person is. Ah. Mafia boss. That's cool. Interesting. Quite interesting. She's not a mafia boss, she just likes to pretend she is. I see. Well, hopefully I can get viewers. We'll see. Excuse me. Blowing my nose. Apologies. It's really hard to get started, like, growing. That's why I said, like, I am a bit discouraged by the fact that it's been 9 months of streaming pretty consistently, and I haven't seen much improvement or traction, but I'm not giving up. Not just yet. I do appreciate you always being here. I say it all the time, but I really do. It's boring being here alone. Not boring. I'm enjoying my art, but it's not as fun, for sure. Oh no. Oh no. I've invited you to my Discord. I've given you my Discord, and now he's gonna send me all the clips. All the time. It's very easy to get lost in the sauce with clips. That's why I try not to watch too many clips, because I don't want to spend like 4 hours watching clips and then be like, wait, it's midnight. Alright, we have a round shoulder. I need to move this over. Okay. Damn it, Noel, why are you so asymmetrical? Can't you make my job easy? I'm not crying. I'm just saying, like, if I'm looking for clips on my own time. I mean, I get stuck in the infinite void that is YouTube Reels very easily. And I'll be like, I'm going to bed. And then I'll look at the time, and it's like an hour later. I'm like, I did not go to bed, and I stayed up and I watched a bunch of Reels. And this is why I get bad sleep. Okay. This is like this, and then it goes like this. Then it goes like this. Kind of like that. I'm gonna say that's correct. Alright, that's about as close as it's gonna get at this scale. I heard that Korone was apparently cheating on Okayu or something, like cheating on someone. I don't know. I heard that there was cheating drama. Korone and Mio were a couple. Oh, okay. I heard about it. I kept seeing clips of, like, what was going down, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? Fubuki wanted to betray her best friend and steal her best friend's boyfriend? Scandalous. Scandalous! Oh, it actually goes over the belt here. They weren't friends in that reality? That's true, that's fair. But still, it's still funny. Okay. I got... Ah! Having struggles. Okay, we got it. We got it. We did it. We're there. Okay. Oh, an hour and a half in, and I thought I was making quick progress, but I still have our whole head to do. Let's do some color. Because we never finished the line art before we start color. Because I am bad. It's not that you're making me slow, it's just like, fantasy has really detailed characters. Like, look at all the freaking details on her outfit. I didn't even draw half of it yet. Like, I haven't done her mace. I haven't drawn, like, the detail on the tabard yet. She's so detailed. Okay. Let's do blue. Okay, what's blue here? All the way up to here. Okay. It went from 5 to 10, but only because Fubuki? Oh my god. Okay. In your opinion, would you say that the GTA 5 roleplay event was better or worse than the Enrico event? Oh yeah? You think the GTA 5 was better than the Enrico? Okay. Then maybe I should go watch some of the VODs. Too chaotic. Cause like someone posted in the VTuber page that they thought it was like the best collab ever, and I was like, whoa, we just had the Enrico event. Is it really better than that? And like a lot of people were agreeing with them, and I'm like, damn, okay, so maybe it is really good. I don't know. Gotta go watch it. I will watch it, I promise. Wait, wasn't she a cop? I heard about the Toa La Plus drama too. Do I even want to look at how many clips I have? Oh my god. Do I need to just have like a Holo Clips segment? Where we just watch Holo Clips for an entire stream? Because it seems like that's what you want me to do. Okay. Okay, so this is where it gets a little challenging. It's for my well-being. I'm helping you become a cultured individual. Okay. This is where things get complicated. Okay, that's a little less eye-hurty. Let's go to this layer and turn symmetry back on. Let's color all these white areas. I heard that she became a drug lord. I did hear about that. That Corona is now a drug lord. I'm honestly surprised that this this GTA event was so short. I thought it was gonna be a lot longer. I thought they were gonna do it for like a couple weeks. Seven days made it perfect? Okay. I'm sure they'll do another one. I guess I got too comfortable with after they just did the Enrico one, which was like a whole 2, almost 3 week thing. That's true. Enrico was like somewhat story driven, so it's a little harder to be pure chaos when you have an end goal that needs to be met in a certain amount of time. Like, it was clear that they were obviously supposed to complete the campaign in a set amount of time. So, like, while they were allowed to do whatever they want and have fun and be ridiculous, they also had a goal that they had to achieve in the end. So I see it. I see why it's different. Oh dear, what am I doing? I was honestly kind of I'm honestly kind of surprised that there isn't like a regular Hololive D&D group. Like, I know Fauna likes D&D, but and I think Shiori does too. But I'm kind of surprised there isn't. Oh, is that what that is? I was wondering what that post was when I saw that on my feed for the... Yes, I know Gigi's part of that one. But Gigi seems like the type who would like D&D. I'm just sad because, like, most of the girls won't associate with the frickin' stars. And I'm sure Ruse just really wants to play D&D, which is so sad for me because, like, my boy deserves D&D. He deserves D&D. And it just makes me so sad that nobody wants to play with him. Oh my god. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over the allegations of being a hater. What am I doing? There's no symmetry. But I want to see, like, D&D. I want to see Fauna DM. I want to see more people playing D&D. I played a lot of D&D when I was in college. D&D needs perms? Really? Is Wizards of the Coast that much of an a-hole? Oh. But, like, I don't get why D&D needs perms if Ruse was allowed to make character sheets. He was making character sheets a few months ago. And there's a lot of streamers that stream D&D content. So that's really surprising to me. Alright, let's try and fit this on here. I see. Cause, like, there's a group of streamers that I watch that's, like, the only thing they stream is D&D, and they stream it every, like, almost every day. I watch, Legends of Adventurous, and, like, their content is so good. No, not Critical Role, Legends of Adventurous. I like Legends of Adventurous better because... I mean, I watch Critical Role, don't get me wrong, but Legends of Adventurous I like better. I think they're way funnier. Because they stream, like, 4 different campaigns throughout the week. Oh my god. Oh my god. You hate me for a lot of things, apparently. Hate me for being a GG hater, you hate me for being flat-chested, you hate me because I'm not actually a frog. Oh, but you hate me for all the other things, ah! Alright, is that border black or blue? I need another reference image. Alright, Noel. Noel. Okay, no, it's all blue. It's all blue. There's no black. Yeah, it's all blue. Okay. Arrows. I gotta do the pointy bits. And then, actually, these are rounded out, so... Kinda goes like that. These are a little bit longer. That's not how being sick works, though. You need to rest. I think if you were to go out, you'd probably die. Because you go to a lot of streams. I don't frequent enough streams. Okay, this needs to be bigger. There we go. Now we're cooking. You just leave streams open even if you're nowhere near your computer? What a wild man. When I'm not home, my PC is off. And it stays off till I get home. And then it gets abused for like 6 hours. Wait, you're blaming me because you like indies? Or because I'm one of the indies that you like? That seems unfair. I only stream in the evening. I stream at very specific times. Because I only have so much time in the day. You hate me because I only stream for specific times? I can't help it, man. I need to pay the bills. I need that full-time job. If I could do streaming only, you best believe I would, but I think pretty much every indie would say that. Oh. Listen, I may have like a slightly better PC than you, but I've had it for a while. This was not like a recent purchase. I think, when did I last upgrade my parts? The graphics card I've had for almost 6 years now. The other parts I upgraded 3 years ago? And that's because I couldn't stream with my other PC before this. And I really wanted to start streaming. Even on the lowest settings, you can't play Apex? That's pretty bad. Especially given that Apex has some of the lowest game requirements that are out there. Alright, I've realized I've made a grave mistake. And that I'm gonna have to shrink this. But we're gonna finish drawing it first, then we'll shrink it. Oh. Are you sure you just didn't have a bad update? Apex has those a lot. There was a period of time where my brother would be crashing out of Apex like all the time. Just in a game and then immediately bomb and crash out. Oh, okay, so he wasn't the only one. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, we'd just be in the middle of a ranked match, and he'd just be like, oh, well, my computer crashed. Give me a minute. I'm like, but the zone's coming in, and you're not in the zone. Yep. But I would say, like, this season's even worse, because in this season, sometimes you crash out and you can't even get back in the game. I've lost so much RP because I couldn't get back into the game this season. I would say I've probably, well, this season, I would say I've probably, when the season first started, I probably lost like 30 or 40 RP. Probably more, probably closer to 100 RP because I just couldn't get back into games. appropriate shape yet. Close enough. Listen, if I crash out of the game, I'm gonna blame the game. And hey, we've been doing pretty well in our streams lately. Even you've been saying that I've been doing better. Granted, we ain't no professional. Hello, Meat Moop. Welcome, welcome. I like that emote. It's very simple, but very to the point. Alright, we're gonna go a little off her outfit for a bit here. Because I need to see how big this is gonna be before I scale it down. And if that's the case, I'm actually gonna make this arrow a little bit bigger. Make things more proportionate here. The outfit was too... It is difficult! Look! I'm trying to draw this somewhat proportionate here. At least for this part. But it's I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to fit on this little sheet of cloth. So we're gonna shrink it. Actually, I can't shrink it yet. I can't. If I shrink it before I finish it, it's gonna cause a lot of problems. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're going to do our darndest. We're gonna do our darndest. Like that, about that long. It's probably a little bit longer even. Oh my god. Well, your ex is a terrible person. With a firefighter? Well, it seems like she was very much about the aesthetic, I guess. Alright, that's probably about how big it's gonna be. I can touch it up after. Now we're gonna shrink it. Alright, that's it. That's what it looks like. It's pretty close. A shorter and skinny guy? And she cheated on you with... Wait, what kind of firefighter is short and skinny? Firefighters are not supposed to be short and skinny. They're supposed to be, like, tall and strong so they can rescue people from flaming buildings. I don't think I've ever met a firefighter that was short. Ah. Well, here firefighters are volunteers too. I still don't think I've ever met any that were, like, short. And, like, not in a really good shape. Like, my cousin was a firefighter. He wasn't, like, in the best shape, but he was a volunteer firefighter. He wasn't in the best shape. Actually, no, he was a volunteer EMT. That's different. That's true. I realized that her little thing has a... silver part on the bottom. I don't have a lot of cousins. I don't have a lot of cousins. I can count how many cousins I have, like, on my hands. First and second. That's how few cousins I have. Two hands. Only two. I'm a normal human. I only have two hands. But yeah, I don't have a lot of cousins. Our family is relatively small. I have... if we're counting first cousins only... first cousins only, I have... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 cousins too, Meep. If we're only counting first cousins. I have 2... I have 3 on my mom's side and 2 on my dad's side. If we're counting second cousins that I actually hang out with and talk to, I have... 2. I don't know any second cousins on my mom's side of the family. And on my dad's side of the family, I have 2. I have more than 2, but I only talk to 2 of them. I think I have 2 more in France that I don't talk to. I lie? What do you mean I lie? Wait. Who? Are you my sister? Oh my god, is that actually you? Oh my god. Well, Alfonso, you get to meet my sister. Lucky you. That's apparently my sister. But what do you mean 3? We have 2 on dad's side. Cause she's a troll, that's why, Alfonso. I don't count her. I'm saying, like, I don't count the children of our cousins. I'm only counting, like, second cousins from our generation. If we're counting children of our cousins, that's different, but, yeah, technically we only have 2. I was, like I said, only counting children of our generation. Yeah, basically. I told you. What? So you literally made an account just to troll me? Yeah, if we count the babies, then we have... technically, one of them is a third cousin, because she's a cousin of our second cousin. Or, she's a child of our second cousin. And then if you count the older one and the new baby, then we have... yeah, we have 5. Or we have 4. Yeah, and there's about to be another one. So many babies. Did you... Wait, so did you literally just make a Twitch account so that you could talk with me? Because you were using his phone yesterday? What the heck? The other day, Alfonso, when my brother was in chat, it was him for most of it, but there was a period of time where my sister came home and she stole his phone and she was chatting in his place. Until you decide to go watch One Piece. Did you pick a super inconspicuous name just to troll me? Yeah, she's like the biggest One Piece nerd. Wait. So please tell me you're also going to harass our brother. Because he also has a Twitch account that you can harass him on. Blame Bushido. How do you not know his usernames yet? He's had the same username since he was like freaking... I don't know. Like 13. I'm not gonna tell him. But there's a chance that he's in here already. Well, Alfonso, if it's any indication, like, she doesn't use, like, platforms like Twitch. I don't stream on that one anymore. Your logic is correct. I still use that one for, like, casual viewing, but I don't stream on that one anymore. Yeah, don't dox me. Don't dox me. Nobody knows. But thank you for being discreet about it. My brother and I joke that we invited her to be VTubers with us, and then we're like, no, because when she gets mad, she's gonna dox everybody. She's got a fiery temper. I didn't say she was the normal one between us. You said she was the normal one. I would say she's probably the most normal. I don't know if I would qualify her as fully normal, but she's the most normal. Nah? What do you mean, nah? Or nay? Listen, it was Saturday. It was okay. I give it a pass. If it was any other day, I would have absolutely said no. But because it was Saturday, I gave 0 shits. She just doesn't understand the VTuber way. She thinks what we're doing is weird. You were gonna watch it either way, Alfonso. Don't lie. Don't lie. You were gonna watch it either way, and I said, "Hey, let's just watch it together because I still have to watch it." In fact, I'm sure that's not the only time you're gonna watch it. You're probably gonna watch it a second time. No. See, I don't get the luxury of watching it a second time because I don't have the VOD. See if she answers you. She's not at my parents' house right now, so she's not with the dog. But that was her talking the other day, because she literally went home just to hang out with dog. The dog gets so excited when we come home to visit. She still remembers us. We are her pack. Yeah. She doesn't live at home. I told you she lives by herself with her partner, and I live by myself. I have my house far away from them, so I only see them occasionally. Like maybe once a month or once every other month. Not very often because it's a long drive. No, I told you she's got a boyfriend. That's why you said she's the only normal one. Okay. We got the stripies. I just got hit with, like, immediate hunger. And it is now very uncomfortable. I'm the weirdest? Why am I the weirdest? Why does my brother not get qualifications as the weirdest? What? How does that work? What do you mean? This drawing that I'm working on? This is not my character. This is a Hololive character. I'm just drawing her. I'm just copying this and making it small. I am not the tallest. Our brother's the tallest. And she insists that she's taller than me, so... This is just me drawing for fun. This is what I do on stream. I am not the tallest, I'm just the oldest! Because I'm weird. Why is liking to draw weird? Doesn't that make you weirder because you like to watch someone draw? No. The drawings that are for special projects, I don't do on stream. Those are strictly off-stream projects. no one's supposed to know. They are for future endeavors. Oh my god. We're not supposed to be talking about that, sister. But to answer that question, since you've already asked it, we were supposed to apply this weekend, but somebody hasn't finished his part of the song. How do I delete? You can't. You cannot delete. Only I can delete. I will just have to private the VOD. You've given away my secrets to Alfonso. Now he knows everything. If I delete it, I have to block you, and I don't want to block you. It's fine. I'm literally streaming to 2 people right now. Does that actually work, Alfonso? I'm not pressing Alt F4! Get out of here! You are beyond a troll. I did not press it. I'm not that stupid. She would be potentially foolish enough to fall for that. If I'm being honest... Oh, you're on your phone? There is no Alt F4 on your phone. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, no, I'm not really streaming to anyone, obviously. Not, well, Alfonso, you are someone, but I'm saying, like, it's not like I have a huge crowd of, like, 40,000 people or something. But yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it on stream. I didn't mean it like that, and you know it. Why do you type hue, you weirdo? That would be, like, super sad. Wait, you're sick too? Alfonso's also sick. Oh, the hue bug. Okay. I see. No, Alfonso said he was sick and he got sick from his friend, so I thought you meant bug as in like you got sick and that you caught it from your friend. Not that that's your new method of memeing. No, nope, no, no periodic table. I mean, respectively, we're all pretty nerdy in some way or form. She was the science nerd, though. She is L science nerd. La science nerd. No, I don't like how that looks. I use a dark brown. How do you say nerd in Spanish? Is there even a word for that? It's just nerd? Okay. Get out of here. Oh, I turn symmetry off. You guys are too close to North America, so you get influenced by the English speaking here, I guess. Her armor is like blue? No, it's black. Okay, it's just like a charcoal black. Okay, so this is sort of like the true color. Okay, bye! Enjoy your food! I can't believe I just got trolled by my little sister. What the heck? What is this world coming to? Bye! I know, but still, like, you kind of get caught up in the internet subculture here. I know how far you are from the US. That's why this looks so convoluted. Because I didn't erase any of the sublines. Oh, that's so much better. Ah. I didn't know that. I put that on the wrong layer. Okay, everything's fine. I feel like every time you come in here, you teach me something. Wait a second. Okay, that's blue. That's blue. I am very happy to have the family that I have. Like I said, I feel very blessed to have grown up into a stable household with parents that are still together. It's not perfect. You know, there's definitely fighting. Just like any other family, we have our issues, but like, I am happy with our family. We have a good family. Oh my god, I did it again. We're all very friendly people. Well, she can be a little grumpy sometimes, but generally very friendly. She's my sister is probably the most hot-headed and can be the most standoffish. I'm not saying she always is, but she's definitely the more reserved out of the three of us in that regard. But like once she gets to know you and she opens up, she's totally fine. I think the internet gives her a little more power because she's a little bit anonymous coming in here. I can roast her whenever I want. That's the job of being the big sister. Nah, but she'd probably admit to it too. Like with her friends is one thing, but like with new people, she'll be friendly, but she's not gonna be like your best bud. Alright, we have gold. Lots and lots of gold. I'm kind of the same way as well, but like I would say she's probably the most reserved out of the three of us. She can have her standoffish moments. Alright, we're gonna turn symmetry off here because we got a lot of gold we gotta do. Lots of detail. I'm not even gonna try and make this correctly. Just gonna kind of wing it a bit. Oh my god, these are chibis, bro. They don't have booba. Chibis are not supposed to have big boobs. They're literally like stuffed animals. That's not because I hate them. Oh my god. Alright, so it's got a little bit of yellow here. And then this has got a border that's yellow. Oh my goodness. I do not. Putting words in my mouth. Oh my god. Okay. I think that covers... Oh, I messed up. It's actually not at the arch. It's only at the base. Gotta be as accurate. Oh my gosh. When I posted the Marin piece earlier today, I was looking through the rest of the Marian hashtags for all the other fan art, and I freaked out because I'm like, oh my god, I colored her eyes wrong. She's got heterochromia, and I didn't color one of her eyes yellow. And then I forgot that I drew her with the eye patch, so you don't even see the yellow eye. But I like had a minor crisis moment, and I was panicking because I'm like, the fans are gonna flame the shit out of me because I drew their ocean wrong. And then I'm like, wait a second, I'm safe, I'm fine. But I did definitely panic for a bit. It was pretty bad. Uh, there was a little bit of a meltdown happening. It was pretty funny. Do I like The Simpsons? I would not go out of my way to watch them. However, I never not find them funny. I know that's phrased a little bit weird. I always find them funny, but I don't go out of my way to watch it. Well, first of all, I don't have cable. I don't have like TV. I don't watch TV. I don't think you need cable to watch The Simpsons, but I don't watch TV. I'm perpetually on my computer. And I don't have like Disney Plus, so I can't watch it through Disney Plus. I do not particularly like most adult American cartoons. So not a huge fan of The Simpsons or Family Guy or Rick and Morty. Do I find some of their stuff funny? Yes. I do find they're funny. I actively laugh at those things. But it's not artistically my cup of tea. I need to enjoy the visual presentation of something in order to want to watch it more. So like anime, very appealing to me. I like the aesthetic of anime. I like the aesthetic of the drawings. That's why I like to watch it. But like, I don't like the Family Guy art style. I don't like the Simpsons art style. I don't like Rick and Morty's art style, technically speaking. Yeah, that's just how I am about that kind of stuff. I think like the only Americanized cartoon that I watch that's like an adult cartoon and not meant for children is from Vivzy Pop. But she's a YouTube content creator, so it's not even like TV. She's a Oh my god. I am not answering that question. Actually, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch any porn. I don't watch any of it. Now, reading, that's a little different. Reading, not watching. Oh my god. Just making up random bullshit nicknames for me now. I guess. I guess. But if that's the only allegations, then I'm okay with this. You're making up all the allegations by yourself. It's very funny. Okay, so there's 2 stripes there. Interesting, interesting. Nobody would know. You're right. Nobody would know. How would they know? See, this is why I have no viewers, because they come in and then you say like really cringy things about me, and then they're like, oh, if she's this cringy, I don't want to be around her, and then they leave. You scare all the viewers away. No, she went out because she had her date with food and anime, which is the only thing that she lives for in this world is food and anime. You cannot deprive her of food and anime. She needs her food and anime fix. It's really funny because, like, when I was in college, I started going out with my friends, like, a lot more frequently. And I thought I spent a lot of money going out with friends. She goes out with her friends and spends so much more money on food than I ever did. I'm like, you know what? I don't feel so bad. No, you didn't scare her. I am not disagreeing that food is an unsatisfactory waste of money. It is a very good waste of money. But she put my spending to shame is all I would say. Because she eats out so frequently with friends. And because she's got a lot of friends that are also Asians and super foodies. They all go out together and they go out after playing badminton, they go out after, you know, they go shopping. Like she went out a lot. No, she is not a fatty. She used to be when she was little. When she was little, she used to be. But that wasn't her fault. It's not like she was, like, overeating. She actually had a thyroid problem. No, it's not, like, baby fat. She had a thyroid issue. Because, like, out of all of the grandchildren on my dad's side, and even on my mom's side, too, the 2 cousins on my mom's side, 3 cousins on my mom's side, she was the only one of us that was ever, like, chubby. Like, my dad used to call her Gordi. And he would call me Flaca. Like, that's how he would talk. That's what he would literally call us. And, like... And, she was the only one. All of us were, like, really skinny. And not like we were, you know, malnourished on skinny. We just had very fast metabolisms when we were kids. We were very skinny. And we used to eat a lot, too. I mean, come on. How do you not eat a lot when you have a grandma that makes all your food? Come on. I love my grandma's cooking. But, yeah, so she was the only one out of us that was chubby. And, nobody knew why, and then they took her to the doctor at one point, and, like, they found out that she had a thyroid issue. And it wasn't all that surprising, because my dad has the same thyroid issue, and I probably will have it at some point too, if I don't already have it. It's just hereditary. Apparently my aunt has it. Like, it's whole thing. We were not overfeeding her. Like, she wasn't eating an abnormal amount of food, nor was she undereating. Like, just normal kid. And, like... And I wouldn't say she was, like, obese. She was just chubby. You know, just a little chubby. And, like... We never knew why. And we always thought it was a little weird. And then they took her to the doctor. She got her medication. She leveled off, got her medication, and everything was fine. But by the time she finished puberty, she was skinnier than I was. So, all is well. She is fine. She is at a healthy, comfortable weight now. It just didn't make sense to us, because, like, she was fairly active. I am not fat. Oh my god. So rude. Always so rude. I was doing gold. No, I was never fat until the pandemic. Then I put on some weight. But even still, I'm pretty sure my weight is considered average now for my height. I mean, I'm not lying about my age. I'm not gonna be like, I'm 19. No. I'm gonna be truthful to people. Some people only want to follow certain VTubers because they're young. I am not young. I'm gonna be honest about it. And to be honest, from what I've observed from the VTuber community, there's a lot of people that actually prefer hag VTubers. It is. I mean, just think about it. I'm like pretty sure Narissa is, if she's not in her late 20s, she's bordering 30 already. I know, exactly. That's literally it. Bibu is too young. Fuamoko are probably mid-20s. Shiori is probably like 27. But I think Narissa might be 28, 29. Elizabeth is 33. I know that for a fact. Exactly. A lot of the holomems are in their 30s right now. Except for the newer generations. Gura's still in her 20s. I wouldn't be surprised if Callie's in her 30s. If Ame's in her 30s. And if Kiara's in her 30s. I think Bae is still in her 20s. Crony is probably in her 30s. Fauna is probably in her late 20s. Mooms is probably in her mid-20s. And then let's see. I think Raura is like 26 or so? Something like that? Because I think she started like her VTuber streaming when she was like 23. And then Gigi's probably young. I would put Gigi at like maybe 20, 23, 24. There's no! Being in your 30s is totally fine. But with that notion, just have to be aware that, you know, as the girls specifically enter their 30s, you are either likely to see a lot more people doing what Ame's doing, going on long hiatuses, or actually graduating. Yeah, you're a male hag. I don't know if there's a term for hag for men, but yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, so here's the thing. Here's how I feel about it. The fans have to make a choice. The fans have to make a choice. They are either going to accept the fact that their Oshis are getting older and that their Oshis, the crazy fans, the regular fans are not to be not to worry about, but the crazy fans either are going to have to accept the fact that their Oshis have real lives, and either A, they're gonna graduate, or they need to be accepting of the fact that they have real lives and are likely getting married and having kids and all of that stuff. Because that's just the facts of life. And if only one of the girls can succeed in doing this, it opens the gateway for all the other girls. It really does. If one of the girls can succeed in publicly being out about having a family or a husband, then that's it. Then they're fine. They're set. That's how it's gonna work. But until that happens, you're more likely to see graduations, because I think girls would rather go out knowing that, you know, they're entering the next stage of their life and that they don't have to stress out about someone doxing them or finding out or all this shit. They can just move on with their life. And it's sad because it's honestly, it's not even like, oh, I don't want to VTube anymore, because I'm sure a lot of them are still going to be content creators even after they graduate, because that's all they know. That's their strength, is being content creators. So why would you not do what you know can make you money? And they have already got an established fan base that will find them. They always do. So it's really like, either the fans get comfortable with the fact that their idols are gonna, you know, move on in their lives and have families and be comfortable with them not being around as much, but still, you know, active, or they're gonna lose their Oshis. That's the harsh reality of it. I see, that's the thing. Like, I think Ame is onto something, because a lot of girls, I think, are, like I said, entering that stage of their life, and like, they have the choice of either, do I graduate and just end all my streaming stuff and that's it, I end on a good note, nobody knows, or, you know, do I announce it and then get all this negative backlash, which is likely gonna happen because fans are monkeys and can't control themselves, or at least the vocal minority are monkeys. I won't say all fans, because that's not true. Like, if one of the girls came out and said that she was getting married or was having a baby, I would be like, yeah, you get it, girl. You get that bag, and you get that man, and you get that family. But, like, unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. There are too many toxic people. Right, and Kiara did too. I'm pretty sure Kiara went on a long hiatus. Mume also went on a long hiatus. Isn't, like, Mume technically still on a hiatus right now? Or did she come back officially? And Hachima's also on a hiatus right now, isn't she? Yeah, and they have every right to have boyfriends and families. It's just, like, unfortunately, if they were gonna be like, oh, I'm married or I'm getting married, the freaking internet would explode. Oh, really? I thought they when you say underage, you mean literally sub 18? Is that why they made the rule? Ah, I had no idea. I thought that that was their rule from the beginning. I would have never guessed. Oh, wow. She's a traveled girly. Well, good for her. Good for her for finishing her studies, too. I think that's very important. But yeah, that's basically my hot take on the situation. I don't think the unicorns understand that, like, their obsessive love is what's gonna be the reason why their Oshi leaves in the end. I don't think they know. I don't think they have the foresight to understand that. And it's sad, but it's the reality of the situation. My god, you're gonna give me like 4 hours of content that I have to watch later. I'm gonna watch them. You can quiz me on Hachima on Wednesday. I'm not streaming tomorrow, but you can quiz me on Hachima on Wednesday. I'll definitely have watched it by then, if I don't watch it tonight. If I'm being honest, like, I'm going very slow today because of how detailed this is, but I might call it just at 10 o'clock because I am hungry and I require food and I don't want to go down and get food right now. I did not watch the Snow Halation yet. Because that's a long commitment video. That's not a 2-second, a 30-second watch kind of video. Yeah, it's 9:20 right now. But I was dumb and I didn't eat something before I started streaming. No. I said 10 o'clock. Oh, it's only 4 minutes? Oh, okay. And maybe I'll watch it. Well, I'm in bed later. I just get so distracted by memes, man. Flipping through Reddit, and then watching YouTube Reels, catching up on the streams for the day. Believe it or not, Hololive is not the only content that I consume. But the thing is, when I consume content, like, when I got into Hololive, for me, when I get into something new that is not an existing hobby of mine, I kind of get, like, obsessively into it for a while. So that's kind of why I have, like, a fairly decent Hololive knowledge, despite not being a fan for that long. Look, I watch other stuff, okay? It happens. Oh yeah, did you hear that Iron Mouse's account came back? She got her accounts back. I'm so happy for her. There's some major YouTube BS that was happening. It was actually so stupid. It should have never happened. I hope, like, YouTube revises their policy, because it's actually really dumb that that was even allowed to happen. Because if that can happen to her, it can literally happen to any streamer. Not even just VTuber. Well, so the reason that, like, her account got taken down was because of YouTube's policies in regards to American copyright law. So, like, what happened to her is a direct result of how YouTube interacts with copyrights in America. And people were just kind of abusing it. Any games lately you played and haven't liked? Oh, played and haven't liked. That's a weird question. All right, I'm gonna be real. I'm the type of person. That's okay. That's okay. No, that's okay. I'm gonna be real. I'm the type of person that does not play a game unless I know I'm gonna like it. Like 100%. I will not spend money on a game that I think I even have a small chance of disliking. Yes, I will. That's how I do my research. I saw Deadlock pop up on, like, some of the Twitch creators that I follow. I saw Deadlock pop up on their streams, and I was like, oh, new shooter game. And originally I was looking into it because I wanted to know how you even get the game, because it wasn't really, like, public knowledge on how you get the game. And I spent several hours, or not, I mean, I would say hours. I would say cumulatively at least an hour or two watching people play Deadlock before I even attempted to try and get a key. I think you'll like it. I'm gonna put I'm actually, so this is like more of the stuff that I'm working on in the background kind of thing. Because like I said, I was working on some stuff in the background on my off days. So, I am pretty firm believer that Deadlock has the chance of becoming one of the biggest esport games or competitive game out there. I'm very firmly in that camp. Even though it's still in its alpha and it's probably not officially coming out for another year, I'm very firmly in that camp. Because oh, okay, I got it. Did they all have families and stop playing video games? Because I'm sort of in that boat right now. Where everyone's getting married and starting to have families. But yes, I do think that that game has such strong potential to even rival, I would say, Riot Games in their esports. And that's saying a lot, because Riot Games honestly has the esports market kind of cornered right now. Oh, I see. But I think the thing that people don't realize about Deadlock is that what sets Deadlock apart is that it's owned by... Oh no, that's gross. That's gross. We don't like that. And everybody else stayed friends with him? Ew. That's wrong. Good for you for sticking to your guns, your morals. Because that is just not okay. It's hard to do that. I get it. It's hard to do that because, like, these are the people that you've been friends with for a long time, that you've built bonds with. But, like, and it's very easy to get sucked into the... Well, then that's good. That means you have strong moral convictions if it wasn't hard. And if you said he was a shitty person, so maybe he was your least favorite out of the friend group. But yeah, it's hard to stick to your convictions when you have friends who maybe all of them think differently from you. But it's good that you're confident in who you are and what you believe in. Well, then you don't want to be friends with those people. And he just gave you the final reason to, like, put the nail in the coffin on that one. I don't blame you. I can't say I've had an experience like that with, like, a narcissistic or selfish friend. But I did have, like, one friend. She was, like, my best friend in high school. And in college, like, you know, in college, if you don't go to the same school and you go to schools in, like, completely different areas, it's really easy to lose touch with people. And this was kind of like, you know, I graduated a long time ago, so this was kind of before, you know, all the newfangled apps and smartphone stuff that we have. Like, obviously we had cell phones, but they weren't as nearly as high-tech as they are now. Oh, that's not good. They should treat you the same. But yeah, so I had the one friend, and we drifted apart in college because she went to a completely different school out of state. And then we kind of like rekindled our friendship. And she would only ever want to hang out if I was the one who initiated the hangout. Like, she never wanted to be the one to initiate the hangout. So I'd be like, hey, we haven't talked in a while. Do you want to go get dinner? And she'd be like, yeah, let's go. But she was never the one to, you know, message me. It was always me messaging her. And I just got tired of doing that. It's like, if you don't want to make an effort to be my friend in the way that I make an effort to be your friend, then maybe we aren't meant to be friends. And it took me a while to realize that. Exactly. You feel unappreciated. And, like, it makes it feel icky. And, like, you're bothering them. And nobody wants to be that person. So, yeah, I just kind of, like... After a while, I just kind of... stopped messaging her. And... she never messaged me back. And I was just like, alright, well, if... that's how it was meant to be, then that's how it was meant to be. And it sucked, because... we had been friends since middle school. And then, like, she kind of dropped me like a rock once she got all her college friends and her drinking buddies. And I guess it, like, it made sense, because I don't drink frequently, if at all. So, like, she wanted to go out and party. I'm not that kind of person. So, like, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't dwell on it. She made her choice. Now she's married. She has a kid. She made other questionable choices as well. So. I cannot control her. She is an independent woman. Why don't you have a heater? Does it ever actually get cold there? I mean, you're in Chile. It has to get cold there. Because you're on the southern side. Oh, I just erased a crap ton of stuff because I forgot that it's all on the same layer. Well, I guess if you're in the jungle area, you probably don't get cold very often, huh? My god, this girl has so much detail on her frickin' body. There's no way I'm finishing this in a timely manner. Okay, we are making very slow progress today because of all the detail that she's got on her freaking costume. It's okay, it's gonna be cute when it's done. Oh, there's a gap there. I don't like that. Don't like it. Wait, he's got... Oh, did he get his VTuber model? I knew that he was, like... he was trying to get one, but he had some problems with it or something, like... there was something wrong with the first mock-up or something. But yeah, I knew he was getting one at some point. I just didn't know if he had gotten it yet. He made an entirely new channel for it? Why did he do that? That seems like such a waste. Is it, like, linked to his other channel? Like, he's almost about to hit 1 million subs. Why would he make another channel? Yeah, send it to me. Oh, that's him?! I had no idea that that was him. He popped up on my feed, like, a couple days ago. And I'm like, why do I keep getting him popping up in my feed? I have no idea who this random VTuber is. But I keep getting all these videos from him. That's so funny. I mean, man's already got memberships, because everybody knows it's him. That's so cute. He's so adorable. That's true. I mean, their other channel is doing really well too. The Best in Jest channel. I'm very upset that Connor dyed his hair. I'm very upset that he dyed his hair black. You don't know about the, oh my, Lando and Bettel's comedy channel. Best in Jest? What do you mean you don't like Connor? It's fucking Bettel! You don't like Bettel? I can't believe you don't like my Oshi. How could you? How could you not like my Oshi? Yes, that Connor! There, I just sent you the link. No, not Sea Dog. I like Sea Dog VA as well, but that's because I like his wholesome content with Iron Mouse. I think they're very cute. No, I'm talking about our Commander Connor, Gav's Battle, my Oshi. Yeah. They have a channel. It's like a podcast channel. But that one's doing really well too. They're not, I think they're, what are they on? They're on episode 14. Wow, it's already been 14. It's already been 3 months that they've been doing this? Damn. Time's going by way too fast. Oh, you didn't know about this channel? It's just Lando and Connor like shooting the shit. They just talk about random stuff. And they talk about like when they go out together, they talk about like food that they've eaten. They talk about all the most random things. And it's just kind of refreshing content from them. It's great. I think it's because, like, Vettel was saying that he wanted to do long-form content that wasn't streaming necessarily, so they started doing this. And he's been wanting to do content with Lando, so it's kind of nice that he's got something he can do with him now. But he's so busy. I mean, he's streaming on a normal schedule, and then he's also doing this stuff with Lando. It's crazy. Yeah, insta sub. See, it's good content. I enjoy it. I listen to that while I'm at work sometimes. Oh, you don't know Battle 2? Battle 2 has a Twitch channel too. I follow Battle 2's Twitch channel. Yes, Jerry. Jerry the skeleton. Yeah, Battle 2 has a Twitch channel. It's Risa Rat. And he does Warhammer stuff. He streams Warhammer model painting. The battle we know is an imposter? Maybe. Okay. I have to draw this thingamajigger now that's on her chest over here. On her chest plate. So, like, Bettel is just such a good content creator. It's just honestly insane how good of a content creator is. I totally understand why Hololive picked him. And what's more impressive to me is, like, he was actually a pretty... Oh, I can send you the B2 link. Yeah. He was actually a pretty big VTuber before he joined Hololive. Like, if you look at all of the other Hololive boys and you find their PLs, the ones that I do know of, I don't know all of the PLs. I like how you and I are just kind of like swapping behind the scenes stuff for our archive of PLs. Not true. Apparently Ruse was scouted. He didn't even apply. He was scouted. He talked about it in one of his streams. He said... Yeah. So, Ruse was... He had... Obviously, he was streaming. I don't know under what name. I don't know his PL. But he was scouted. He was, like, going through his email one day, and he got an email from Holo. And he was just like, huh, what is this? He thought it was spam. He thought it was a scam. He thought it was someone trying to scam him. And he goes and he asks his friend, because, like, he wasn't really from... I don't know his PL. But he thought it was a scam, and he didn't know much about Hololive at the time. He's like, there's no way this is real. He messaged his friend, and his friend is like, what do you mean you got a scout email from Hololive? And he was freaking out, and he's like, you don't understand how big this is. They want you to be a Holostar. And he's just like, alright. And then he submitted, he accepted the request for an audition. And they apparently immediately accepted him. I think the reason they were looking at someone like Ruse... Yeah, he wasn't super big into, like, the VTuber anime scene. And, basically, like, I think the reason they scouted him was probably because he was doing very MMO, D&D, like, Warcraft, RuneScape, that very fantasy MMORPG kind of content. And, like, I think that's why they scouted him. I've tried to find his PL before, and I haven't been able to find it. Okay, so I think he might have been a VTuber before, because there's an interview with Crunchyroll. Yeah. Okay, so they did ask him to audition. I know. We're talking about the quote-unquote taboo subject. Listen, I don't see anything wrong with talking about it. I understand that it used to be super taboo to talk about this kind of stuff, but I don't see a reason why it should be. Like, unless the person really, like, wants to keep their anonymity. Which, I mean, you're a public figure, so it's kind of hard to do that. But, I mean, the reason I specifically made a VTuber account was because I didn't want anyone to find my personal accounts of when I was a FlushTuber. I tried to disassociate them completely, and that's why this channel is taking so long to grow, because my friends are not supporting me like they did when I was a FlushTuber. When I started streaming as a FlushTuber, I grew really fast because I had my friends in my stream all the time. Yeah, I don't want people to know my true identity. And even if they found my other username, I don't think it's even possible to find it, but maybe they would. Because even when I was streaming as a FlushTuber, I did not use my real name. I mean, you're starting to become one. You're here every day, and you've been here every day for the past 2 weeks. But, yeah, I didn't use my real name when I was streaming under my other account. I was streaming under a complete alias. And, like I said, the friends that I made during that time, like, that I ended up hanging out with in real life, the friends that I made during that time, they didn't know what my real name was till we were friends for, like, 2 years. They had no idea. And then when I told them my real name, they thought I was joking. That's okay. You need to study for your tests. You need to take them tests, especially if you're going to be out sick. You need to take them tests. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here when you get back if you choose to come back. Please come back. Uh-oh. I would say I'm used to I used to stream for about 3 months. I streamed for about 3 months pretty much every day except for days that I was with my family. For like anywhere between 4 to 12 hours a day when I was a FlushTuber. I streamed for a long time because I was unemployed at the time. I had just lost my job. So I was streaming a lot. I had nothing else to do. I was home alone. So I would basically, what I would do is I would stream from like 12 o'clock to 6, like 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 6 o'clock. And then I would go cook and eat dinner, and then I would start stream up again at around 8 and stream till midnight. Every friend that I played with on stream... Sorry, that's not true. I played games with some of my college friends on stream. And some of them would come to my chat. Not frequently, but they would. The friends that I made while streaming, I made like about what I started like hanging out with them about 1 month after I started streaming, because one of them came into my chat and saw that I was playing League of Legends, and he brought like 6 other people to the chat because they were all hanging out together in Discord, and he's like, hey, this girl's pretty cool. So he brought a bunch of people to my chat, and then I just kind of got indoctrinated into their friend group, and yeah, that was kind of it. And they would be in my stream every single night. Any night I was streaming, they were always there, and it was just like, it was so wholesome, and I loved it. And then they introduced me to like a greater group of friends. So there was a point where I would have like maybe 4 or 5 friends in my chat at any given time, but because I was getting numbers, I started getting randoms in my chat who were coming to hang out. And then I had some regulars, and I was at like anywhere between 8 to 16 viewers. That was like, I was starting to grow, but then I got a real job and, 12-hour shifts between commuting and actual work, so. Alright. So the funniest story is that I've gotten asked for feed pics, I think on 3 separate occasions. And then my friend was my mod. One of the friends I made as a streamer was my mod, and he would immediately ban them. The second they would ask the question, he would immediately ban them. And I would always just be sitting there laughing hysterically because he was just so quick with that ban hammer. It was so funny for me. And then one time, some guy asked me, back when like Twitch Whispers was a really big thing, he asked me for a shot of my butt in a pair of like either short shorts or underwear. He said my pick, and then he said he'd pay me $5,000 for it. I'm like, what the fuck? Twitch used to have DMs, yeah. But yeah, so that was like probably the funniest one, I would say. It was just so out of left field, and I'm like, damn, what the heck? Right? And I was like, this is a scam. This has to be a scam. So I just like, I said, sorry, no, I have integrity. And like, I wouldn't do it anyway, because I really do. Like, I'd have to be really desperate to do that. I would not want to degrade myself just for money. But it was definitely a scam. Like, it had to have been. There's no way someone would be like... So my mod, he ended up banning that guy. But he's also like, you could ask for half of the money up front, and then don't send anything. And I'm like, dude, I'm not that kind of person either. Oh my god, it was so funny. It was such good times. My butt. Oh my god. It's funny because I even asked my boyfriend at the time, because at the time I was living with my boyfriend, and he was like in the background occasionally, or I wasn't living with him. He was occasionally at my place, so he would frequently come on screen unintentionally because he would forget that I was streaming. And then like I even asked him like, would you be mad if this was legit? And he's like, no. And he's just like, it's kind of just validation that you're attractive. It was funny. But yeah, I would definitely never do that. I am not a bikini flesh tuber amaranth type of person. I mean, all respects to her though. Like, she's getting her bag. She's setting herself up for early retirement. But at the same time, like, are you also costing yourself your dignity a bit? I think the answer is kinda yeah. But like, it's not my place to tell anyone how to live their life. Damn. Never recovered? What did you do? Do I even want to know? What did I not? Oh my god. Can't relate. I was an angel child. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs. See, I'm perfect for Hololive. I just need to stop cursing a little bit. I can't relate to that. Even when I was in college, I was like, I'm gonna study. I'm gonna play D&D with my friends. I was not the one out partying. I would say, like, if I could just rein in my cursing, I'd probably be like ultra say-so. That's probably, like, as lame as that sounds, that is probably what I picked up the most from college, is just a foul mouth. Because, like, I'll be honest, in our household, in my mother's household, oh my god. You were a bad student. In my mom's household, none of us cursed until we went to college. All three of us didn't start cursing until we went to college. It was just not allowed in my mom's house. You can ask my brother. I'm not joking. I'm 100% serious. Our mom was just, like, very strict. Oh, well, college did it for me, and degenerate friends online. When I was no longer in my mother's household, that's where it all went downhill. My friends ruined me. Yeah, right? Playing D&D and drinking tea. That's what ruined me. Yeah, my very first, and only experience with any kind of drug was edibles a couple years ago. It's more than a couple years ago. It's almost 5 years ago now. That was my very first and only experience. I was just, like I said, I was never really into any of that. I wasn't a partier. I wasn't much of a drinker. Right, I'm not a huge fan of how this looks, but it's so small, it's hard to make it look good. Exactly. You don't need to have crazy stuff to have a good evening. This is why but you have dogs, right? You can cuddle with them, or do they not sit still? Damn, I spent so much time drawing her outfit, and I still don't have her belt. I still don't have her belt. Oh, you have outside doggos. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, I still don't have her belt. And I don't have her face at all. Look, there's nothing here. I'm very behind on schedule today. You're right. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more, and then I gotta call it for tonight. It's been a Monday. No! Talking is fun. My day was alright. It was rainy today, but it was a pretty good Monday. My boss was in a good mood. The job that I was talking about the other day, where the fraternity house with the moldy showers. So you know how I said like they pissed off the inspector? No, we're in fall right now. It's fall over here. So they pissed off the inspectors because they tried to do the project under the rug, and then they got caught. And because they did that, the inspector's now being like really harsh on them. It's their fault. They did it. They caused this problem for themselves. And they tried to implicate us. So they the inspector's like, you know, if these showers are moldy, then probably the other showers... No, this is the building code inspector. For the city. Not for the school. Yeah. The building code inspector for the city. He's like, you know, if these showers have mold, then it's very likely that these other showers also have mold. So we're gonna say you have to rip all of them out. So they're sitting there trying to cut corners, and the inspector literally just said, you know what? Because you tried to cut corners, I'm gonna say you have to do all of it. Even the bathrooms that may not be affected. And we were just like... shocked Pikachu face. So the bill that they originally had was like under $100,000 is now going to be like $200,000 because of all the extra work that the inspector is mandating. It's honestly kind of funny. But they kind of brought it on themselves. They were trying to dodge the law, man. They were endangering the students. So insurance companies here are kind of like, they're assholes. Let's just be honest. They're not nice people. They try to get out of paying for anything and everything if they can. So yeah, kind of. But the building inspectors are not the inspectors that come from like insurance companies. They are there to make sure that the house doesn't fall down or the building is not unsafe. And generally, building inspectors are pretty easy to work with if you don't piss them off. But if you piss them off, hell hath no fury, because they are gonna put you through hell, because they have the authority to do so. Because in America, building inspectors are essentially like police. They can arrest you. And they can give you a citation and a ticket if you obstruct them in any way. They're part of the law. Like, they can't arrest you for, like, stealing shit and other criminal offenses, but if you're violating building code and it's egregious, oh yeah, you can get in major trouble. You're not gonna go to jail, most likely, but you can get heavily fined. And they can, if they want to, book you. I've never heard of a case or seen it happen, but they do have the authority to do that. Yes, fines are penalties. Yes, you have to pay them. Medical services are expenses here. Yes, it does. It sucks. It sucks that we don't have universal healthcare. That is one of the few policies that I really wish we did have. Expensive? So it's hard to say. Fines can be small. Fines can be... You can get fined for, like if you got a ticket, like a parking ticket or a speeding ticket, that ticket might be, like, $100. But it could also be, like, $500 if you have more than multiple infractions. Building fines are usually in the thousands of dollars. Because it's usually something egregious if you're getting fined for it. And then, medical expenses. If you have insurance that you're paying for out of pocket, yeah, it's pretty expensive. Because I'm pretty sure my parents, they pay, like, for the two of them plus my sister, they pay, like, $1,400 a month in insurance. Laundry? No, you don't get fines for that. But yeah, if you get insurance through your job, which I don't have right now, but I will in the future, it can be a lot cheaper, because a lot of jobs here, as an incentive to get people to work for their company, they offer health insurance. Oh, yard. Yes. If you live in a town that's really picky, it's, yeah, it's your yard. It's to mow your lawn. You can definitely get a fine if your lawn is, like, a foot tall. And, like, I actually did get a fine when I first bought the house, because my front hedges were overhanging the sidewalk, like, 6 inches. And they didn't like it, so they fined me. But the city was, like, issuing, like, a bunch of fines for dumb things, and they ended up backing up their, the hearing, you know, because you had to go to the courthouse to pay for the fine. They ended up creating such a logjam with all the fines that they issued that I think they redacted them all. Because that happened, like, that literally happened a year ago, in, like, October, November. And well, so the hedges looked fine. They were shaped correctly. They just overhung the sidewalk by 6 inches, and they didn't like that. So I got fined for that. I had no idea that was a thing. My parents had never had a problem like that. They did not find my meth stash, you're right. But yeah, so they're like, yeah, we have, like, 1,600 tickets that were issued in the past couple months, and we have a backlog, so we'll call you when your court hearing is. And sorry, not will call you. They said that they would send me an official letter of when my court hearing was supposed to be, right? And they never sent one. That was back in like October, November of last year. They never sent me one. I've looked for it in the mail ever since, and it is now September, and they've never sent me one. I think they must have dropped all the tickets, because I haven't heard of anyone else in town who also got a ticket going to their hearing. So yeah, someone either done goofed and gave a bunch of people tickets that weren't supposed to have tickets, and was like fired for being malicious. No, I haven't paid. They told me not to pay. They told me not to pay. So, yeah. I think I would know. They would have sent me another letter if I had an outstanding balance, trust me. But they have not. Alright. That outfit is not even done, because I'm still missing this strap right here. And I'm missing her belt and her mace. But I am tired. And I'm gonna go get food and go to sleep. I will be back on Wednesday. They are not gonna hurt my house is not worth hitting. But I just got an inspection today by a guy for fixing the foundation of the house. It has some damage. And he basically said it's not so bad and that it can be fixed really quickly, so then I get to start fixing up the rest of the house. So, baby steps, baby steps. We're getting there. It'll be fun. I'm excited. Once it's fixed up, I'll be really happy. And you know, once it's fixed up, I have my kitchen, like a real kitchen, because right now my kitchen is terribly small. It's so tiny and so ugly. Because, like, again, this used to be a rental house, so the previous owner didn't care. So the kitchen is really tiny and really ugly. So once that's done, once that kitchen is, like, ready, I might do cooking streams. I might do cooking streams. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But I kind of want to. But yeah. I'm gonna get off for now. I'm tired and hungry. So, thank you for hanging out, Alfonso. And anybody else who's lurking. And have a good night. I'll see you on Wednesday for more art. Bye-bye! I don't have leftovers tonight. I gotta go scrounge for something. Bye.